Oh yeah, okay guys, we've got another one and an update. We're going to be looking at 3.7 Sonic. Huge update, we've all been waiting for it now for a while, and as you'd expect, it's come out with some pretty high benchmarks, pretty much blowing to the top. So let's go on to the benchmarks first. Software engineering performance. Claude 3.7 Sonic shows a clear advantage in software engineering with a 62.3 accuracy score in the SWE bench verified and significant jump from Claude 3.5 Sonic's 49%. As you can see, most of these have hovered around just below 50% mark. DeepSeek R1, OpenAI O3 High, O1 and 3.5 Sonic. And they've actually refined this as well with custom logic, custom scaffolding, some refined LLM learning, and got this up to even 70.3%. One of the biggest things for me as well was looking at this one, the agentic tool use. Big for me using in AI agents. I'm going to be implementing it into our operator system that we're building. So Lola, the orchestra, the chief agent of our operator system, will have 3.7 Sonnet at her disposal as a tool. Across all benchmarks, it's gained significant. Again, you can see it. It's pretty much neck and neck with Grok 3. And Grok 3 was a very good update. Performance budget, so yeah, all the average stuff, average thinking. The Pokemon game, of course, they've been teaching Claude the Pokemon cards and a bit of fun and seeing how well they can do it. And as you can see, 3.7 Sonic, by the time it's got to 35,000 attempts or plays of Pokemon, it's one of the best players out there, which is no surprise. Mathematics, it's up there, doing extremely well. Tool use, this is going to be the big one, like I was saying. Think about it connecting to all the tools that people are building out there, visuals and agent-based tooling. 3.7 is going to be a really good contender to use. So code-wise, of course, we've got it running. We have got a test. Other videos that I've brought out, you would have seen we started creating our next app using Claude 3.7 Sonnet. So Claude 3.7 is here now, working away through the task. It's got the reasoning model. You can now see Claude thinking, what the thinking is, the tokens that's being used in it. At the moment, we're doing a debug mode. I've got it set up in root code. We go over to Anthropic, https console.anthropic.com. Set up your account, put some credits on there, get your API keys from there. I'm not going to go in there now because I will expose my API key. Of course, always keep your API keys safe. Don't expose them. And then you set up. All you need to do is go back into VS Code. Pretty much the same as all the others. API provider, Anthropic. Paste your API key. Select the model. There it is, 3.7 Sonnet. And you can see supports images, supports computer use, supports prompt catching. Hopefully we'll get to see it debug this in the time for the video. So a little bit about what we creating with interfaces.ai is easy to use options for the everyday user to use more than one model months. Whilst building my operating system, I continuously got bugged out and annoyed at times by having to, I was using more than one model, and I'm flicking from VS Code to Gemini, Google AI Studios to OpenAI chat models to DeepSeek, and so on and so forth. And I thought, why has nobody created a interface that you can just combine several agent models together, several LLM models together in one interface. To save all this clicking and sign in and out of everything, just have it all there on one interface. You're on your desktop, you can have 4 chat models in front of me now and some parameter settings on each side, and it's all nice there, accessible, easy to use. So yeah, that's what we started building. We posted a video. We did it live on TikTok actually. We've done part 1. Part 2 is coming out. We're just waiting for the review to come through of part 2, where I've done the latest updates of the page, where it's looking at now, how much we spent building the project, in API use, token credits, and I'm hoping it'll sort this update up enough to have a look at the page at what we're building um, for the video. But you can't stop a model working. You know what I say? Don't stop a man from working. Um, it wants to run dev now. I'm just going to show it the error. Refresh. Let's just do this. Paste. And you can already get free versions of 3.7 Sonic. I am using the paid API version now. Looks like it's sorted out the error. So yeah, you can go into Copilot, GitHub Copilots. You can go into edit mode, which is their agent mode, and you can choose 3.7 Sonic preview, which is free. And you can also do it on Recode. You could go into Recode and you could change that Anthropic provider to the VS Code LM API, and then you'd be able to just choose Claude 3.7 from down there. I'm not going to do it now because we're running a task. And here we go. So this is basically what we've built with 3.7. We started last night. I've used 3.5 on some of it, just saving tokens and using the free subscription models that I just pointed out. So hopefully now, right, we've got browser mode. Sign in externally. Why? Well, I don't really want to sign in externally. So the idea now is a user. So let's go through the parameters in the interface. We can choose LLM or image, yeah, and then we go down to company. So XAI, you got Grok 123, OpenAI, all the OpenAI models. Well, not all of them, but the most significant. And if you went to image, it would actually show you DALI. Let's go back to LLM. So again, go to Anthropic. You've got Claude 3.5, 3.7, Meta, Llama, Google, the latest Google Gemini models, NVIDIA. NVIDIA, we're gonna pardon me, sorry, I do apologize. NVIDIA, we are going to be putting in some of the custom models from the NVIDIA workshop that I like the look of for users. Microsoft OpenRouter, again, you'll be able to connect to anything via OpenRouter. And we are looking at getting the Copilot API in here so we can use the free models via their extension. And then we'd be able to go between chat mode, which is where you'd use your API key and select your model up here, or you go to browser mode and it should load up. The intention is now we'd load up onto, because we've got we have OpenAI provided, it would load up on OpenAI in here. A user would then be able to sign into their OpenAI account, and then they could do the 4 instances of this. The reason being, you can start to do agentic workflows. Then, if you're creating content for an article, we could have Grok 3 open in here on the web browser or via API, and he could be research. We could have Chat GPT 4.0 in here as content, or summary. He'll write summary of the research. And we have another model down here who's going to write content, maybe Claude, and approve for editing final agent here. And you can go into beast mode, where basically that just turns all 4 on and runs all 4 at once. So if you wanted to if you were creating an app and you wanted this one to do one stage, next stage, next stage, next stage, put beast mode on, and it would just then do all 4, creating all the stages. So yeah, it's a very useful tool, really clever idea that we had. Whilst using AI, obviously we use it all the time, and just thought, why hasn't anyone made this? It saves so much time and just a lot more practical. We are thinking about adding like skins as well, extra layers. There'll be boxes down here, and you'll be able to just click on another layer, and another layer would open up another interface instance. We're thinking about doing some different stuff with that, where this one is more based on LM models like this, and in another update for the first layer, you'd be able to have VS Code on this side and your VS Code extension, if you're using Recode, on this side. And then you'd be able to just, you've got everything in one interface, one web app, and you can just flick between the skins, go into here, code your project out, set your tasks, get the code, copy, boom, go over into your next layer in the button that will be over here, and you've got VS Code and your extension there. Type in your task to Recode and your agent, and he'll code out everything you've done in the other interfaces into functioning code, so to speak. So there you go, 3.7, working, doing really well. I will keep us update. We will update our videos about the build for interfaces AI.app. So beta version will be live in the coming days. Good night. Thank you very much.